Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do JLA, Justice League of America, issue 94 by DC Comics. It's been made by John Byrne, Claremont and Jerry Ordway. You cannot go wrong with these guys. And this is the 10th Circle, part 1. And this stretches out to issues, 94 till 99. That's the whole storyline. Why am I doing this storyline? Well, I just noticed that this comic is from 2004, so it's been 18 years. 18 years ago, I've read this comic for the very first time, and now I've just picked it up. 18 years. Oh man, I'm old. I'm old. Anyway, so is it good? Well, I don't know anymore. So I gotta, dive in and see what happens. So let's do it. So we start here with the Raven Manitou or Manitou Raven. And the story part of Manitou Raven is that he was picked up from another time period, and then he goes with the Justice League into present time. He become a member of the JLA, and he is, using stones to predict future of sense magic, and he has some cool abilities, and he senses some evil, and the evil is coming to him. So what's going to happen? He sees there that a bunch of bats coming towards him and swallows him whole, and that's this. Well, not so much the end, but the end of this story part of Manitou Raven for now. So not sure what's going to happen later to him because I haven't read the issues. I only just stuck with this one, and just for me, that's a surprise as well. So if I'm going to read all of it, I don't know, it just doesn't feel that I'm, surprised or amazed. So I want to be as authentic as possible when it comes to these reviews. Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell. Okay, we switch to Batman, and Batman is an ally. There's some cops here, and there's a young girl there. She's dead, and the cop asks, "Hey, Batman, what are you doing here? There's nothing. There's nothing what interests you." And Batman says, "Well, there's a dead body here, so it interests me, and it's my business." And the cop says, "Well, it's just a junkie. It's just an overdose. Nothing wrong." And then Batman says, "Well, there is a case here." And he points to that sign on the wall that is young people are missing all over the town, and he's going to investigate that. And then he does the Batman heel, and he's away. That's Batman. He does that. That's cool. So and then we switch to Superman. So he's flying over the metropolis. He's, doing a sweep or a routine. Surveilling. My English. And he uses his, X-ray vision. No, not so much. His microscope. Well, I don't know. What's the word of his vision, that he can use his close up. I don't know. It's just his telescope vision. Probably the wrong word. And he sees that a bunch of kids being, loaded into kind of a truck, and he doesn't trust that. So he comes down and he said, "Hey, is there something wrong? Can I help you with it? Do you have trouble with your car?" And he's getting hit by a big dude. What I always disliked about sometimes of Jerry Orway's and even John Byrne stuff, using those silly stars when somebody gets punched. I don't know. It just doesn't look. I don't know. It always finds it silly, so weird. He does it here again, but it actually looks cool. I also like the flow of the Superman's cape. That is more, you see more of his skin, and then it flows over his shoulders instead of his cape is more like in the back. Sorry, what's wrong with this resolution? So here we go. So I like that part that Jerry Ordway is using. Can we see it here? No. Well, a little bit here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I like the look of it. That this cape is actually a little bit bigger and more flowy around his torso. Anyway, so he kicks this brute's ass, and then he wants to attack this guy because actually he felt pain. So he needs to be careful. And then before he gets the decisive blow, because somehow he is this grunt, or this big dude is capable of defending himself. And then this young woman is in panic, and I don't know why. Well, I do know, because in the next page, she jumps in front of this brute, and before Superman can take action, and then she stops him, and just in time before, well, Superman punches her into mush. But then she says, Superman, you don't want to fight my friend. And he actually repeats what she is saying. And little of a small of a notice, in modern day Superman, we don't see the spit curl anymore. That has its reasons, and I don't like that reason, but I'm not going into that. I think Superman spit curl is just great. It's part of Superman, but it is what it is. It seems that she has hypnotized him, and she has some kind of a power. So they are taking him with them to somewhere, and they kidnap Superman. It's that easy. And as he says, he is as meek as a lamb to the slaughter. What does that mean? Well, we find out. So skipping a few pages because Flash is doing a surveillance, and then we skip to, is this the JLA watchtower here? Yeah, on the moon. And they found out there is a lot of missing kids, and Batman figured it out. There's, according to blood DNA, that there are all mostly kids with, they possess the meta gene. So they have very small powers, maybe insignificant. But if you are group them all up, you can use that for, whatever reason. So you have all of these people with small, minor powers, but, combine them, and who knows what going to happen, it's, you never know what's going to happen. And so they figure it out. They kidnap also little kids or kids with no powers to muffle up that part that these other kids have powers, for reasons. And but Wonder Woman watches studies the photo, with the cross, and she says, this symbol is familiar. So she has seen it before. And Batman says, all we have now is questions. We need answers, and we need them now. So they are going to continue the search. We skip to here. So this is somewhere in some kind of facility. And who these people are, I'm not going to tell. I know who these people are. Maybe you do too. But this is more of an introduction that they are in this comic. I'm not going to tell you who they are, and they can come back later in another issue. So let's skip that part for now. And, So what's going to happen is, what's not going to happen. Wonder Woman and Manhunter comes to the place where they, receive the last mental signal from Money to Raven. And he also left these marks here. And she asked to... Master Manhunter to, contact other members of the JLA, maybe study these findings. And he says, where are you going? Well, she's going to consult the Amazon archives on Themyscira. This is ancient work, she says, an unspeakable evil. Okay, the plot thickens. She also said there's a signs of a struggle, and she asked him to try to establish a telepathic link with him if you can. And... we're moving on to Superman, and they go into some kind of a castle mansion, and these people in here say, hey, where are we? And they explain that some nut job from Europe bought it 200 years ago, and that he's still the owner. Well, that cannot be the case, they say, because nobody can live 200 years. And then we are getting introduced to Crucifer. Yeah, okay, that's... a little bit of a silly name, but, why not? I mean, he looks like some goth from the 80s in nightclubs. And he actually is in shock, says, hey, what is he doing here? Referring to Superman. And the young woman says, well, I can control him, and I'm, giving you him as a present. And he's very pleased. Well, he's a vampire. So, and then... he says, look at him. and said, first, though, best to ensure his undying loyalty. And she said, well, you cannot do that. He's Superman. Well, and he says he's vulnerable to magic, so he's going to bite him. So is he going to turn into a vampire? I don't know. We're switching back to Manhunter, and there is the Atom here. And they're looking at the rocks of Manitou Raven, and they cannot find anything. So what Atom is going to do, he says, well, maybe there is something in the rocks. Maybe we are seeing something that is not there, or the other way around. And Martian Manhunter says, is that smart? And then Atom says, well, we are superheroes. We're fighting gods and monsters and evil doings and crime lords. This is not the worst or the strangest thing we have done. And maybe we are seeing something that is not there. So, and then he shrinks to subatomic size, and then he goes into the, I don't know, atomic structure of this, whatever it is here, some kind of a pipe, a stone that's used by Manitou. And instantly, Martian Manhunter, loses contact with the Atom, and he's panicking. Here we go. We switch to Superman again, to San Francisco. And then he says, Faith, I need you. You need to come with me. And he's being very, aggressive. And then and she says, well, hey, what are you doing? And she actually defends himself against him, because he doesn't know what's going on, and Superman, acts very, very weird. So she flies up in the air, and she noticed that he's been bitten by, has marks on his neck. And said, is he a vampire? And then Superman picks him up and, throws her down, and she's unconscious and basically kidnaps her. But Jesus Christ, look at this. I mean, you could have, break her bones or break her neck, or just, turn her into a bloody paste. Jesus Christ, Superman, take it easy. And that brings us to the end of the video. So Faith, that's this girl, I think she's a cool character. She has some kind of telekinetic abilities and maybe some other stuff. I've seen her in Justice League issues before, or in DC superhero issues. I have no clue who she really is, but I wonder why DC is not doing anything with her. I mean, at the time, don't go buy DC Comics now. It's trash. Don't do it. Anyway, lots of going on, lots of layers. So we have a vampire, we have missing kids, we have Superman turning evil, quote unquote. We have a new character, for me, new character called Faith. So what's going on? I don't know, but we're gonna find out in issue 95. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. Give me a like, share my video, subscribe to my channel. I see you next time.